It's time to get all set for Sunday, a podcast for busy and distracted Catholics with your hosts, Scott Williams and Jeff Traylor.
When I hear the coffee brewing, I think, what the heck we doing? Because I got barely any sleep last night. As the diaper bag I pack with Hot Wheels dollies and some snacks, I say, oh, pray there'll be a seat in the crime room this time. It's alright, cause I'm all set for Sunday. It's alright, cause I'm all set for. It's alright, cause I'm all set for. It's alright, cause I'm all set for Sunday.
Welcome to All Set for Sunday, a podcast for busy and distracted Catholics to be a little more prepared for Sunday Mass. My name is Scott Williams. Co-host is Jeff Traylor. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Scott.
How's it going, bud?
Good, man.
Good seeing you.
Good to see you, too.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Yeah. It was wonderful. Actually,
Cool.
No. My weekend was awful.
Why?
I'm trying to time it out. Because I dropped my daughter off at college.
Oh, there you go.
I'll tell you in another week how it went.
We're recording early.
Yeah. Sorry. I was trying to think through how.
Good job.
Yeah.
There you go. Father McCarthy, how are you today?
I think we should just start over again.
Welcome to All Set for Sunday, a podcast for busy and distracted Catholics to be a little more prepared for Sunday Mass. My name is Scott Williams. My co-host is Jeff Traylor. How are you, Jeff?
I'm great. I'm great, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Father McCarthy, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good. How was your golf a few weeks ago? I saw you on the golf course.
I actually played pretty well.
Yeah?
I shocked myself at how decently I was playing.
I thought it was nice that everyone was relatively honest in their scoring. I didn't feel like the team that won was way over exaggerating. I think we owe that to your prayer at the beginning of the.
Did you threaten them? Did you offer a veiled threat?
I prayed that everyone might be honest in their scorekeeping. Oh, I mean, it's a scramble.
I mean,
There's
nothing
always a
funnier.
temptation.
Nothing funnier than a scramble video of like four guys who look like me who win a golf outing at like 24 under. And there's just everybody else is just sitting around scoffing. These guys are like, yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah.
Some of that you can buy at some of the golf outings.
Yeah, but
That's true.
when you're like 12 strokes lower than any other foursome, like somebody else has bought all those things yet still.
I figured out actually the key how to win this thing. I think.
Ooh.
I
You got
was
to share it with everybody?
I mean, sure.
Everyone tune in.
I was waiting in line at the cafeteria at Marion with the seminarians, and these two nice young ladies walked in, and they got in line behind my motley crew of seminarians. And I was like, hey, if you guys want to cut these guys, go ahead and cut them. And they're like, no, we're just curious who all these guys are. I was like, they're the seminarians. I was like, who are you guys? And Father McCarthy, I work at the seminary. And they're like, we're the Marion, we're on the Marion golf team, the women's golf team, who are like, we're third in nationals last year. And and they all shoot like scratch golf, and they play from the men's tees, but at the tournament they can play from the women's tees.
Oh, that's absolutely the way to win.
I'm like,
100%.
all right.
The best golf
How do you guys
scramble.
feel about scramble golf?
Yeah, the best golf scramble teams I've ever seen always have somebody over 65 who has an incredible short game. Some like retired guy who has been playing golf his whole life, but he can play from the front tees too. And a female golfer who can drive.
Yeah.
Like, because if you can drive on like a hole where the red tees are 75 yards forward or
150 yards forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's great.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I think I have a new plan for next year's golf.
Yes, you and the Marion golf team, women's golf team. You just show up at Philip Neary.
I don't know if the
And
prize
you weren't
money's
even
worth
supposed
it.
to be there, right?
So I was going to play with Father Dufresne,
Oh, you were? Okay.
but I was like going to show up at the last minute and all that kind of stuff. And they called me and he was sick. So I had to show up and be like the quasi Father Dufresne at the Philip Neary. But I like the parish, so I'm happy to support it.
Did a
Got
good
to say a
job.
few
How's your
prayers.
Spanish?
Más o menos.
Do you think he was actually sick or he was scared to go lose his
No,
own
he was
golf
sick.
outing? Okay.
No, he was like,
I think there might be a chance he was a coward.
no.
No, he was pretty
Let's-
excited about it.
he-
coming
Let's see what
He loves
Mrs. Dufresne
golf.
thinks.
He
I
loves
know. I'm
golf.
just calling him out because I know he'll hear about it from his
He
mom.
loves golf. He would have definitely been there
Yeah.
for the golf. I mean,
Yeah, I know he loves golf. Yeah.
golf and pizza vie with his attention for our Lord Jesus Christ.
Maybe that's where he was. Maybe he was at Pizza Fest.
Yeah, that's what he
Yeah, you wouldn't have known.
undercover.
And he just had a temperature because he was too close to the pizza ovens.
Yeah.
Kept holding the thermometer up. Nope. Says 102 536 degrees.
Yeah, I better go back to bed. Oh man!
All right, ready for the Tim?
Sorry, the best part about that is the implication that Father McCarthy is implying that he was sending him pictures of his thermometer or something. Like he wasn't trusting him. He's like, send your thermometer.
I tried the hold the thermometer next to the lamp one time.
Me too.
And I got it.
My mom was like, "You'd be dead. Get dressed. You're going to school."
Yeah, it was like 110 degrees. My mom looks at the thermometer. She's like, "Nope."
And my mom immediately just goes, "You'd be dead. Put your clothes on. You're going to school." That's funny. This is why we get along. All right.
2-minute drill.
2-minute drill.
22nd Sunday.
Yeah. A lot of banter. Sorry, Father Christian. 22nd Sunday. Our first reading comes from Sirach, chapter 3. So Sirach is reminding us that humility beats bragging rights every time. Like, yeah, you can have bragging rights, yeah, but being humble, that's what drives us. That draws us. That if you walk gently, you'll earn more respect than the guy who's pounding his chest. I was just pounding my chest as an example, which is interesting.
For your
that God delights in a humble heart, not the loud ego. And wisdom, it flows best into a humble soul, like fresh water soaking into thirsty ground. I know. It's great. So be humble. #humble. Our responsorial psalm this week: God, in your goodness, you have made a home for the poor.
Mumbler?
I think mumbler. That's pretty long.
By your standards, I'm going with mumbler.
Yeah. When you have to put an extra comma in there, like it just starts stretching it
2
out.
commas.
Our second reading comes from Hebrews chapter 12. So Hebrews we're setting up this contrast in the letter here, that you're not stuck trembling at Mount Sinai with fire, darkness, and trumpets that make you want to cover your ears. Like, no. Instead, you're at Mount Zion, the heavenly Jerusalem, surrounded by angels and saints and Jesus himself, the mediator who makes it all possible. So less thunder and lightning and scary thunderclouds and stuff, much more joyful eternal party that we should be living. So it's a party. That was like my
hype horn.
Yeah. No, I was doing like one of those little blower things.
Like at a soccer game?
No, not a vuvuzela.
Kazoo?
Yeah, but the kazoo that has like the little thing on the end of it, like a party.
Oh yeah,
blower,
yeah.
Do you mean like the Jewish ram horn?
I don't. That's not where I was going, actually.
I mean, you're talking about like Jewish covenant, Mosaic versus Davidic covenant.
Yeah, but I'm an idiot. I wasn't there with a Jewish ram horn. All right.
Our gospel. There's a name for that.
I said I'm an idiot. He goes, I forgot. All right. Yes. Check. The gospel reading comes from Luke chapter 14. On the Sabbath, Jesus went to dine at the home of one of the leading Pharisees, and the people there were observing him carefully. He told a parable to those who had been invited, noticing how they were choosing the places of honor at the table. When you're invited by someone to a wedding banquet, do not recline at table in the place of honor. A more distinguished guest than you may have been invited by him. And the host who invited both of you may approach you and say, "Give your place to this man." And then you would proceed with embarrassment to take the lowest place. Rather, when you are invited, go and take the lowest place, so that when the host comes to you, he may say, "My friend, move up to a higher position." Then you will enjoy esteem of your companions at the table. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but the one who humbles himself will be exalted. Then he said to the host who invited him, "When you can hold a lunch or dinner, do not invite your friends or your brothers or your relatives or your wealthy neighbors, in case they might invite you back and you have repayment. Rather, when you hold a banquet, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind. Blessed indeed will you be because of their inability to repay you, for you will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous."
All right, good job, Jeff.
Hey, thanks.
Father McCarthy, did Jeff get anything wrong?
His pronunciation of esteem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught me off guard. And
what did you say?
I don't know.
You kind of put the accent on the esteem, but you did the Midwestern thing of turning everything into a. And I'd actually read it before, and I heard instead of esteem, I heard steam. I'm like, wait, are they in a sauna? Like, what's going on? And I got distracted.
So you lost the thread.
I lost the thread.
Sorry about ruining your homily for this week.
It's all right. I mean, it's gone, but
I just got to come up with a sauna homily.
Thankfully, we are recording this a little bit early, so I got some time to recover.
All right. Well, what are you going to preach on this weekend?
Steam.
Of course, that's one should.
The
Steam locomotives.
The importance of the sauna in establishing a sound spiritual life. Actually, it's on my mind probably because the HVAC went out at the seminary and my room was 87 degrees this morning.
Wowzer.
And the windows don't open. So
Are the guys there yet?
they are, but only the faculty wing lost all of it. So, well, there's a small section of the students, but we let them shift.
So it doesn't smell like a gym locker room quite yet.
Do you have some
no, I mean,
alternative?
it starts smelling like that when the guys come. Like, it just
Anyway.
goes with them.
Just in general.
It's like the pig pen scene from Charlie Brown movies. Like the seminarians walk in and there's this pile of dust and
Somebody's dragging a blankie behind them.
I mean, you can't just have 23 18 to 20-year-olds walk into a place and not notice a difference.
It's fair.
But they're great. They're fantastic guys. So I'm looking forward to the year for sure. I mean,
What are you
it's
actually
a
preaching
softball, so it's going to be humility.
Yeah.
And the importance of humility and what humility really is, the distinction between false humility, particularly like self-deprecating humor, and the other things that people do to seek to be aggrandized, right? They're begging for, like, tell me that I'm good, tell me that I'm better than I am, versus the reality of who you are, because there's also humility is to recognize your own goodness. And so there's two sides of the humility. One is recognizing that on a spiritual level, recognizing that there is God and you are not he, and there's always going to be that gigantic distance between the perfections of God and your own desire to grow close to him and be perfect with him as your Heavenly Father is perfect. But also there's humility in recognizing who you are, which is a son or daughter of God. And so you sit at the lower place because you recognize you don't deserve to be near to him, like that it is a gift, but he draws you up and you go to him because you are his son and daughter and he wants you near to him. So both are enemies. It's kind of like humility is the cure for both pride and despair. You don't, if you're humble, you do not despair because you realize in my nothingness, I'm still everything to God. So
this gospel reading,
then the same plays out for Sirach, plays into it too. That same.
no, absolutely. Like that, I get like the humility theme that rolls through like the first and second readings for sure, and in the gospel. But the gospel reading is also interesting because it like, I was almost reading it as like it's a hack for humility, like he's saying like
Humility life hack.
yeah, but also like, hey, like if you sit at the head of the table, if you sit in the nice seat and somebody comes and bumps you down, like that's gonna really bum you out. But if you sit in the lower seat, then like it's gonna gas you up if he comes and invites you to the nice seat. I don't know. I feel like it was.
I mean, it's a smackdown of the Pharisees, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Which, yeah,
that's the
always
start
fun.
of this, is a smackdown of the Pharisees. Like they're jostling for the hierarchy of who's going to sit where, trying to figure out their primacy of place. And he's pointing out to them that, look, you're playing the wrong game. It's not your relationship with the other Pharisees that's going to define who you are, but your relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
And if God's at the feast,
I was still thinking about the actual party. I forgot about God.
He'll make
bad.
he'll make sure that you're at the proper place, so you don't have to worry about it because he's a good host. He's going to put you in your proper place. And Christians do this all the time, where they compare themselves to other Christians, and either they become prideful or they despair because of it. And it's just not a good thing. In fact, I think in my experience, good Catholic mothers are the worst at this, because there are a lot of really good Catholic mothers who struggle being good Catholic mothers because it's hard to be a good Catholic mother and juggle all the things that it is to be a good Catholic mother. And they look at all the other good Catholic mothers and they're like, oh, she's just so perfect and she does everything right.
Mm-hmm.
And if I could just be like her. And that's just dumb. Like, because God calls each person into an individual relationship, and we all have our own struggles, and it's not how I compare to you that matters. It's where I am in relationship to God. And God is always going to, if I focus on that, God is always going to call me to be closer to him than I can possibly imagine. And if I focus on everyone else around me, I'm just missing the entire point of everything, which is God.
Is there an element where like hierarchy is still important? Because like, I mean, somebody could very easily look at the Catholic Church and the hierarchy of
Sweet hierarchy.
like it is the epitome of hierarchy. So how does that play into humility?
Like
and
when you show up and make us bow to you.
I haven't yet, but I'm going to start doing that. No, I mean, there's a truth and a reality of hierarchical stations in life as far as how God uses us, and there's objective reality to how God uses us. And so God is really in the church.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is one of the things that Catholics struggle with. Protestants actually understand it better. They understand the claim better, and so they're scandalized by it. And Catholics don't quite understand what we're claiming, like that we believe that God actually works for the hierarchy of the church, and then in holy orders, Christ actually makes himself present to the church. And so a bishop, no matter how saintly he is, which we would ideally want, or what a wicked, evil, terrible man he is, like most bishops are portrayed in movies. Usually the bishop's like the bad guy, right? In many movies, like he's still Christ in persona Christi, and we still show him reverence and respect because of the way that God operates through him as the instrumental cause of grace and in governance of the church, not because of his personal holiness.
Mm-hmm.
And so Christ really addressing here is like the reality of who we are in personal holiness, not who we are in the operation of the church. He would have readily recognized and did recognize at different places the authority of like the high priest, right? Like he submitted himself to the authority of the high priest and letting himself be judged before the Sanhedrin. He didn't be like, oh, you're out of order. He let that hierarchy stand. But then obviously the reality of the high priest not being a good guy is still there. So
Mm-hmm.
there's that conflict. So the church believes on a hierarchy and that the hierarchy should be holy, but that God will operate through that. And that is the humility, right? That's the humility of a priest or bishop, that I have to deal with the fact that it's not actually me.
Right.
A good priest or good bishop realizes that it is me and not me at the same time. The John Vianney quote, that the priest is everything and nothing. Like,
Being higher up on the hierarchy doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be humble at the same time.
it doesn't also mean that you're closer to Christ or you have a better seat at the table.
I mean, just a couple weeks,
the heavenly table.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago, I saw the Bishop of Rome was having breakfast with homeless people at his. Well, this is going to sound not at his summer villa castle.
Castel Gandolfo, the summer castle, the
Right.
Holy Father.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess there's like a element of humility in that, where
Well, I think you're right. I think that in our lifetime, the things like when I think about like priests and bishops and
Mhm.
figures in the church, like I would say that the characteristic that draws me the most to them is a humility,
right.
right? Like bishops, popes, whoever it is, like when you see that humble nature, it while recognizing the role that they serve in the hierarchy that they're in, there's something about, we've talked about this a lot with Pope Leo, like there's something about like the humble nature that we see in him that like just makes him feel like one of us in
Mhm.
a way as well.
Yeah.
And which just for me draws me closer to the church through that person, through like the presence of Christ in them.
Yeah.
I mean, we know so little about Pope Leo, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we know a lot of biological and facts, like born in Chicago.
Yeah.
Same hospital I was born in, by the way. So just side note comparison. We were born in the same
On
hospital.
track. Still on track.
I'm still on track.
Still on track.
But he doesn't
There
have,
are at least 3 priests who just turned off this podcast.
he doesn't have any substantial writings out there for us to read, and he hasn't given any substantial presentations. I love the talks and the speeches he's given so far. So I'm just caveating this with like, you get the sense in Pope Leo that this is a man who's truly serving the mystery of the church. Like the church is a mystery,
Yeah.
and he's there to serve that mystery. Like that's the sense you get. Now, I could be wrong. It could be a wicked evil bishop from the movies, but I don't anticipate that. I'm hopeful for great things.
Like you said, the facts of like knowing the missionary work that he did and that lifestyle that he chose, and like those things, I think just,
And
like in some ways, him not having substantial writings in itself is like,
Mhm.
oh, that's not what he was focused on. He's been,
And he seems to, everywhere he goes, like what do you do here? I want to enter into that world.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't seem to be trying to do something like out of nothing. He seems to actually be relying on like what is going on here, what has gone on here. Like, even his return to Castel Gandolfo, I think, is a great sign of humility and a great sign of serving that mystery, because for a couple hundred years, I think, the popes summered in Castel Gandolfo, and the people there were hurting because their entire lives had circled around like every aspect of their life, like their personal life, their spiritual life, their religious life, and particularly their financial life, circled around the fact that for a month and a half, 2 months a year, the Pope comes and lives here, and everyone from there comes, and we make money on our living off of being this. And also there's an identity being like, yeah, we're the summer home of the Pope. Like, and they were hurting when that wasn't going on. And I think he saw that and realized, like, no, what they need is what they've had. Like, I need to enter into that mystery and be present to the people in Castel Gandolfo. And it's funny, I think the reason he went to Castel Gandolfo, I'm speculating here, like, this is all pretty big speculation because he hasn't spoken much, but it wasn't about going to the summer castle, which, by the way, is not that great. Like, I've been on tour in it. It's nice, but not a comfortable place to live. It is, the weather is nicer up there than Rome. But I think he went to the summer castle to be with the people in Castel Gandolfo, like, like to be present to
the town.
Yeah. So I am very hopeful for this pontificate, and I do think he's a good guy.
Awesome.
Maybe I'll speak about the humility of Pope Leo. I don't want to, because who knows who he, and what he really is. So I'm not willing to go on that much of a branch. I'm not going to canonize.
That's a pretty good one to just put yourself out there for. Awesome. Did you hear that they announced last week, a couple weeks ago, whatever we are. Yeah, that he's going to be doing a live like Q&A.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. Like,
it's pretty sweet for NCYC.
Yeah. Pretty exciting thing. And like the fact that he is committing to like 45 minutes of doing that, like that's just an extensive thing to commit to, which it's like, oh, it's only 45 minutes. But when you're the Pope and you have, I'm sure, the list of requests that the Pope gets.
Yeah.
But for him to say, no, this is important. This is a neat thing. And I want to really be present for it. Like,
it's awesome.
What a cool thing. My daughters are extremely excited.
I'm wondering I wonder if Seek is going to scramble. Try to get him there as well.
Yeah.
So, maybe.
It's all 3 locations.
There's
Padre Pio style.
There's 3 locations of Seek?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They do a primary and then 2 like satellite.
I'm still learning.
Yeah. Well, this is new.
Oh, good.
Last year was the first time. This year they're expanding. Anyway.
It's always good to learn.
Yep.
All right. Ready for some dumb questions?
I am. I made a note here too while we were talking about humility and stuff that this weekend I ran into some of our loyal listeners. This is listener shout out time. I got 3 of them here. I ran into some of our loyal listeners, Brian and Mary McCoy, who are both very disappointed that they don't have an opportunity to be your friend because you're not taking friends. They both wanted to comment on that.
They're already in.
Which made me think about, like, the gospel reading kind of played into that whole, like, don't invite people to your party who then you, like, have to return the favor. Go ahead and just invite others. We had a discussion the other week about how Scott's not taking new friends. He wants to invest in the current ones he has. He's not down for new friends.
That doesn't seem imprudent to me.
No.
Are we talking about in social media or actual physical reality of life?
Physical reality of life. Oh. Yeah.
It's an interesting choice.
Well, okay.
I'm joking. The context of, like, if you listen to the podcast, this makes more sense. But it was Brian and Mary immediately just came up and were like, we're excited that we have an opportunity still to be friends with you, but pretty disappointed that Scott's out.
They're old friends. They're already in.
I don't think you have to call them old, Scott.
I'm just going to make an observation, Scott. Maybe they aren't if they don't think they are. Like,
that's fair.
Like,
anyway,
maybe you've misinterpreted the relationship.
Second thing, Father James texted me this weekend.
Father James
Brockmeyer. He was our guest the 20th Sunday of Ordinary Time. He texted me that he was at a concert in, like, civilian clothes, just hanging out at this concert, and a couple came by who he did not recognize or know. He's like, I don't think I've ever met them in my life. And they said, hey, thanks for helping us get all set for Sunday. And then just walked away. So I just want to say we're at least that well known.
Do they get a free mug for calling him out or something?
No, I don't even know who it was.
I mean,
but-
if they identify themselves,
yeah, maybe.
they get a Seek 23 focus mug.
Yeah, I'll give them a mug. We got some mugs. And the third one was also just a really beautiful I had like 3 different conversations about our podcast last week, which like were just really cool. But a good friend of mine who teaches at Roncalli, who I've known for a lot of years, she is a listener. Not every week, but listens a lot.
Only when the good priests are on.
Yes. Yeah. So she'll be listening now. So no, but she was telling me the story. So unfortunately, her sister just passed away not too long ago, and her sister was a cantor at Mass. So her sister would call her each week when she figured out when she was cantoring, when she figured out what the psalm was. It was like, all right, is this a banger or not? And Katie would go, hold on, let me go listen, and we'll find out. And so she would go listen and then come back with a report. But she said when they had the funeral here a couple weeks ago, a month ago, something like that, she's like, I just thought a lot about that, and I've been thinking a lot about like how many times we laughed about that, and how she would joke that she felt an added pressure when she had to like
really nail the banger.
Yeah. So anyway,
Legacy
shout
to
out
live
there.
up to.
Like that, I thought it was just a cool story and just cool to know that. Anyway, all right, Father.
Okay.
Dumb question. We got a series going here where I'm asking priests.
I'm focusing on dumb question. I obviously am aware of the series since I never listened to this.
Yeah, it just started last week. All right. Instruments used in liturgy.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a list.
Okay.
So excited for this.
I would like to know your top 3.
Okay.
And your bottom 2.
Okay.
All right. I brought this is where I'm keeping my running totals. All right. Your lists are pipe organ.
Okay.
Piano.
So these are musical instruments.
Musical instruments. What? Yeah. Sorry. Not liturgical instruments. I know.
I thought you were going to be like chalice, paten. I'm like, yeah, those are 2 little happy. Those are really important.
1, 2.
Cruets. Yep. I'm good. 3. That's top 5.
Water cruet.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can only name 3. Which water cruet least favorite? No. Pipe organ, piano, guitar, violin, drum set, tambourine, flute, trumpet, ukulele, harp.
Ukulele is just a guitar.
It's not. It's a ukulele.
Okay. Harp. So, the church says the organ's number 1, so you have to make organ number 1. I mean, because the church just tells us that. So
but I'm asking for your opinion. But your opinion would be organ as well.
I like to try to embrace what the church says. So,
try to. Yeah.
I mean, more or less successful sometimes. I mean,
okay.
Some of the things are a little hard to swill.
Organ's number 1.
Organ number 1. Probably harp would be number
2. Okay.
Which is just a big guitar.
Yeah.
I mean,
or an oversized violin.
Right.
Then
or a big ukulele.
What are the choices?
You still have piano, guitar, violin, flute, trumpet, ukulele, tambourine, drum set.
Does it have to be drum set, or can it be specific about the drum set?
Sure.
Like kettle drums are pretty amazing at Mass.
So drum set number 3, you would say?
I mean, I'm going to define
Father McCarthy would say drum set number 3.
Is that like the
timpani? Yeah, timpani.
Oh, I was thinking like a steel drum.
No, timpani
on the islands.
Yeah, man.
Mass on the islands.
Timpani would be. I mean, I actually like the steel drum. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. I'd have
at Mass,
but no, I'd say timpani is probably number 3. But
drum set number 3.
If you want to put it as drum set, you can put it drum set. People are going to probably think like rock and roll drum set on that, but I'll roll with it. I mean,
great.
But then
that's probably what people think of in your time at Holy Rosary is, man, remember when they would pull out the full drum kit and got a good laugh out of you. All right, least favorite.
Do I just give you my top 3? I don't have to go from there.
Yep, just top 3, and then
least favorite,
bottom 2.
I hate piano.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I would burn them all. Like, I love piano music, but I hate piano at church. Like, I would burn them all down. Like, set them on fire with incense and watch them be a kind and pleasant offering to the Lord.
Wait, imagine Father McCarthy lighting a grand piano on fire and then coming
Tossing
over.
incense on it.
And no, I'm just saying. I'm imagining like having the server come over and like hold the boat, and you're just scooping one,
Scooping
scoop
incense.
at a time.
Scooping incense. It's a worthy offering. It's a worthy offering.
What a wild piano is! That's a great choice. I love it.
We don't have a music director right now, and I think that we might be like subbing in just a company. How do you say that word? Accompanist. And I don't believe this guy knows how to play the organ, so it was all piano. But we played some like organ-esque songs, like "Oh God, Beyond All Praising," which I believe is primarily an organ song. But
it's an orchestral piece, right? I mean, it's Jupiter from.
But this guy played the piano as
Tickled
if
the
it was
ivories.
like just really got after it, and just it was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, every time I hear piano at church, it sounds like and feels like, like lounge singer music. Like, come on, join along if you know this one.
Feel like you're walking through.
You still have
Von Maur.
another.
Yeah.
You still have another worst.
So what was I just named piano.
You just piano.
That's the only one I've named.
Yeah.
So I've never seen nor heard a ukulele at mass. So
Well, that is too bad.
We can point you in the right direction.
This is week 2 in a row.
I'm going to say just the ukulele, no. And then...
You're just going to keep going. You only had to do 2. But
2? Okay,
you
there
can,
we go.
yeah, you have no problem burning down.
Okay, so last week we
worst.
talked about the. So you said organ is the.
Church says. Organ
church
has primacy place.
Yeah.
But didn't you
Because
say last time it was something about like a wind instrument?
Organ is a wind instrument.
It is considered wind. It is a wind instrument.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a keyboard and wind instrument, both.
so
But a piano is a string instrument.
Correct.
I got a message from a listener
Ooh.
that said, because what did you say last week about the
I
kazoo?
said that the joke that I've heard is that because wind instruments are considered a primary, the primary instrument that should be used, that a kazoo is more liturgically appropriate than a guitar. That's the joke I had heard somebody say one time. What did you got a message from a listener?
So a kazoo is not a wind instrument because the pitch comes from your vocal cords and not from some other vibrating source. So I would submit that it's closer to a voice instrument. Ironically, I think that
Voices
means that of all the instruments, it is the highest in order since we raise up our voices first.
Yeah.
Should we say thank you to Andy Motika?
No.
No, it's not different.
That was from a doctor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
That's
authority.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make a good point. It is vocal cords.
Yeah. Kazoo, number 1.
Yes.
Do you know the group Carolina Chocolate Drops?
No. The fact that you just made deep eye contact with me when you said that made me laugh.
Carolina Chocolate Drops, they're a solid bluegrass band, and they use a lot of kazoo, and they do a good job with the kazoo.
Chocolate.
The Carolina Chocolate Drops.
They're a black bluegrass band, which is unusual, I guess.
You heard the Hillbilly Thomas?
Yeah, I know those guys.
Yeah.
Well, many of them.
I mean, all you callers know each other, right?
They don't wear collars.
Oh, that's a good point.
They're hoodeds.
Then the
They wear the hoodies. Have you guys started on the clerical attire? Like, because I think these are a little harder, but the religious habits would be low-hanging fruit for you guys. I mean, you already make hoodies. You already make
Father
sweatshirts.
McCarthy's always got a bit. Let's invest in gold. Let's liturgical investments.
Costco Gold's on sale this
Yeah.
week.
Is it really?
No, but that's what he said last time. And that just stuck in my head that I can buy gold at Costco.
Oh, man.
And flip it.
I'm like 35% on that gold return in 9 months on the Costco gold. I'm like, man, I wish I could have.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, I did.
You told us about it, and you were like, I've been thinking about just spending all of Brute's investments into Costco gold.
I mean, we would have been great. Like 35% return. That would have been amazing. Of course, I would have turned it all into chalices after that, so it's not really negotiable.
But man, would the value of those chalices have been a deal.
They would have been beautiful. So beautiful.
You
Glorious.
guys don't have enough chalices around Brute?
We have a lot of chalices.
I was going to say.
We have some really funky chalices at Brute, too. We've got the pipe chalice, and it's just weird. Like, have you ever seen the pipe
No.
chalice? Have you seen?
No, is it an instrument?
It looks like someone took a sterling silver pipe and cut 2 wedges in the bottom. It's just a big, tall cylinder. like this, and it weighs probably weighs 15, 16 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, it just looks like a big metal pipe. I don't know where it came from, what person invented this. I don't know if it came from the priest.
Is the whole thing hollow? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a bottom in it so that it would hold something.
Oh, sure.
But
I think you just have a pipe.
so a lot of the things we get at Brute are priests die and they leave their stuff to Brute.
Mm-hmm.
So chalices and stuff we get from Brute, and then some we inherited from the Carmelite sisters. I don't know where this one came from, and I asked a couple of guys if they knew where it came from, so they do not know. But I mean, it is one of the oddest chalices I've ever seen.
Someone around there needs to do their like senior thesis. I don't know if that's really the thing. Let's use a probidudicure for the guys to catalog all of the stuff that you guys have, and
I think someone has cataloged it.
Create some binders, and like there should be like a little interactive journey.
Little picture book,
yeah,
little fundraiser,
yeah.
The patrimony of the Carmelite Monastery and Brute Seminary.
Yes,
that might actually be popular.
I would in a heartbeat buy that book.
Yeah,
we talked about it a couple weeks ago, but just being over there with my wife, and we were walking around and seeing the pictures of the nuns like building. I need more of those pictures. I need as many pictures as possible of habited Carmelite nuns carrying like handing granite stones to each other.
I agree.
Yeah,
I entirely agree. That is like the inspiration. Like, look at these.
There's your fundraising.
These are hardcore.
There's your fundraising event. Yeah,
like they're laying bricks in full wool habits.
Yes,
they're putting a roof on.
That's the Sarah Club fundraiser right there.
Habit.
You sell so many of those.
Okay, made some mugs with it.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. All right.
You got any other questions?
I was going to ask if you brought your wand with you.
Which wand?
I don't know. Your new Harry Potter glasses are just getting me. So.
Oh, you like these are Harry Potter-esque?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good look.
My old glasses broke, so I pulled out an old pair of frames. So these are actually like 10 years old. So I pulled them out. I was like, "Could you put new lenses in these?" They're like, "Yeah, we can do that." So good, do it. So
you lost your Dolce and Gabbanas. They broke.
Is that the other ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they broke.
Mm.
They weren't super well made. I mean, I guess they lasted like 8 years. So
that's pretty good.
Not bad.
I mean,
all right.
These are. I don't know what brand these are.
I was trying to look on the side of your face. I thought it said Ferrari, but I doubt that's
Fendi.
Fendi.
That's also like a super high end. Like,
is it really?
Yeah.
No, thanks to my eye doctor who was kind enough to send these frames my way.
Nice.
All right. Speaking of Fendi, this is the Indy. Bye.
Bye. God bless.
It's alright, cause I'm all set for. It's alright, cause I'm all set for. It's alright, cause I'm all set for Sunday.